The tension erupted like a thunderclap across the global entertainment sphere. Jungkook, the youngest member of BTS, reportedly erupted in fury following HYBE's controversial decision to prohibit all BTS members from attending Jin's solo concert at Incheon Munhak Stadium. The move, abrupt and unexplained, has ignited a firestorm of speculation, outrage, and confusion among fans and industry observers alike. Why would a company that built its empire on BTS's unity now enforce such a divisive restriction? And what does Jungkook's reaction reveal about the deeper fractures within the group's relationship with its agency? The news broke just days before Jin's highly anticipated solo performance, marking his return to the stage after military service. The concert, meant to be a celebration of resilience and artistic independence, has now become the epicenter of a brewing conflict. Sources close to the situation suggest that HYBE issued a directive barring all BTS members from attending the event, either as performers or even as audience members. The rationale behind this decision remains undisclosed, but the implications are seismic. Jungkook's response was immediate and visceral. He was reportedly livid, refusing to remain silent in the face of what he perceived as a blatant act of disrespect toward Jin. Jungkook's anger, described by insiders as uncharacteristically explosive, has raised critical questions. Is this merely a personal reaction, or does it signal a deeper rift between BTS and HYBE? For years, BTS has been portrayed as a tightly knit unit, bound not only by music, but by mutual respect and shared history. Jungkook's outburst challenges that narrative, suggesting that internal tensions may have been simmering beneath the surface for some time. His refusal to comply with the directive and his visible frustration have led many to believe that this is not just about one concert. It's about autonomy, loyalty, and the right to stand by a fellow member. The timing of HYBE's decision is particularly perplexing. Jin's concert was expected to be a landmark event, drawing fans from across the globe. The absence of his bandmates, especially in such a symbolic moment, sends a message that many find troubling. Was this a strategic move by the agency to assert control? Or was it an attempt to isolate Jin's solo activities from the BTS brand? Either way, the fallout has been immediate. Fans have flooded social media with demands for transparency, accusing HYBE of sabotaging Jin's moment and undermining the group's unity. Jungkook's reaction has become the focal point of this controversy. Known for his calm demeanor and diplomatic approach, his public display of anger is unprecedented. Reports indicate that he confronted management directly, questioning the logic and fairness of the ban. His stance has been interpreted by many as a form of protest, a declaration that loyalty to his bandmates supersedes corporate mandates. This defiance has resonated deeply with fans, who see it as a courageous stand against institutional overreach. The other members of BTS have remained largely silent, but their absence from Jin's concert speaks volumes. Whether out of compliance or quiet resistance, their non-appearance has fueled speculation about internal discord. Is this the beginning of a larger schism between BTS and HYBE? Or are the members navigating a delicate balance between personal allegiance and professional obligation? The lack of clarity has only intensified public scrutiny, with fans demanding answers and accountability. Jin himself has not commented publicly on the situation, but his demeanor during the concert was described as somber yet resolute. Performing without the presence of his longtime bandmates, he carried the show with grace, but the emotional weight was palpable. Observers noted moments of visible strain, particularly during songs that held deep personal significance. The absence of BTS members was not just logistical, it was symbolic, casting a shadow over what should have been a triumphant return. The broader implications of this incident are profound. BTS has long been celebrated not just for their music, but for their unity and authenticity. HYBE's decision to restrict member participation in Jin's concert challenges that image, suggesting a shift in priorities that many find disconcerting. Is the agency now prioritizing brand segmentation over group cohesion? And if so, What does that mean for the future of BTS as a collective entity? Jungkook's defiance may be the first visible crack in a structure that has, until now, appeared unshakable. His willingness to confront the agency, to express his anger publicly, marks a turning point. It suggests that the members are no longer willing to remain passive in the face of decisions that affect their personal and professional lives. This assertion of agency could redefine the dynamics between BTS and HYBE, setting the stage for a new era of artist empowerment. Fans around the world are watching closely, their emotions ranging from outrage to heartbreak. The hashtag-free storm of commentary reflects a deep sense of betrayal, not just toward the agency, but toward a system that seems to prioritize control over connection. Jungkook's reaction has become a rallying point, a symbol of resistance against what many perceive as unjust treatment. His anger is not just personal, it's emblematic of a broader struggle for respect and recognition. The silence from HYBE has only deepened the crisis. Without a clear explanation, the decision appears arbitrary and punitive. The lack of transparency has eroded trust, prompting calls for reform and accountability. Industry analysts warn that such moves could have long-term consequences, not just for BTS, but for the agency's reputation and stability. The backlash is not limited to fans. It has sparked discussions among artists, executives, and cultural commentators about the ethics of corporate governance in the entertainment industry. Jungkook's fury, while shocking, may ultimately serve as a catalyst for change. His refusal to accept the status quo challenges the notion that artists must remain silent in the face of institutional power. It reaffirms the importance of solidarity, of standing by one's principles even when the cost is high. In doing so, he has reignited a conversation about the role of artists in shaping their own narratives. As the dust begins to settle, the questions remain. What prompted HYBE to take such a drastic step? Was it a calculated move or a misjudgment of public sentiment? How will BTS navigate this new terrain, where loyalty and autonomy collide with corporate strategy? And most importantly, what does this mean for the future of the group that has, for over a decade, defined a generation? The answers are not yet clear, but one thing is certain. The events surrounding Jin's concert have exposed fault lines that can no longer be ignored. Jungkook's anger is a symptom of a deeper malaise, a signal that change is not just necessary, it is inevitable. Whether this leads to reconciliation or rupture remains to be seen, but the impact is undeniable. The world is watching, and BTS stands at a crossroads. In the wake of this controversy, fans have mobilized with unprecedented intensity. Petitions, open letters, and coordinated campaigns have flooded digital platforms, demanding